Cuba study abroad trip was a 9-day intensive course on Cuban law and also specifically on the new upcoming opportunities for business from the U.S. to Cuba and the relationship between the U.S. and Cuba. We went over a lot of the different steps that the U.S. needs to take, or anyone interested in doing business in Cuba needs to take before being able to undergo that opportunity. And we also got to experience many different aspects of Cuban law and culture, including site visits to places like the Cuban Supreme Court, a Cuban law firm, and the Cuban Bar Association.
Any chance you have to get experience outside of the classroom or just life experience in general is going to help with legal education, because no matter what you do, you don't practice law in a bubble. You're dealing with real people, people with experiences that might be different or hopefully the same. And anytime you have something like this, it's one more thing to talk about, one more thing to connect with other people about, and something that really gives context to what you're learning. So going to somewhere that's as unique as Cuba and as special as Cuba right now, especially with everything that's going on, is really the type of experience that you can't get anywhere else.
I feel that the study abroad experience really enhanced my legal education at DePaul because it was an opportunity that had never been presented really to the school or students before. And we focus so much on U.S. law in law school. There isn't really an opportunity for comparative law unless you have an international law focus. So for me, my interest has never really been in international law, but I've had a very strong interest in studying abroad and being abroad and learning about different cultures and different law. And this was an opportunity to take just a week to get to do that, and specifically in Cuba, which is very mysterious to so many Americans, and also the law and the government there is so unique that getting to go it differentiates you from other people and really enhances your legal education because you get to learn something that other people really don't. My favorite part of the experience from a learning standpoint was definitely our visit to the Cuban Supreme Court. We got to speak to a female Cuban justice, and she was very knowledgeable, and it was a wonderful opportunity to see the differences between and the similarities between how the Cuban law is run and how we are in the U.S. with our courtrooms.
I mean, I'd recommend this trip to anyone who got the chance to take it. Especially right now, Cuba is one of those places that is still sort of unique and different in a way that you won't find anywhere else in the world. But it's going to change, and you can see it just on the streets. You can see it with everyone that you talk to when you're there. And being there and being a part of that, getting to at least see it in person, if not be a part of the dialogue surrounding it, is an incredible experience. And to match that with a really unique learning opportunity and being able to pick up things that will help you in your professional career that you're not going to find anywhere else is invaluable.